He wasn't born into global superstardom, yet there was always something unmistakable about him. A mind wired for music, a tone grounded in raw honesty, and a presence that didn't demand attention but commanded it anyway. SUGA didn't simply debut as another idol in a crowded industry. He built an identity of his own, transforming underground ambition into one of the most respected creative forces in modern music. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. SUGA was born as Min Yoon-ji on March 9, 1993, in Daegu, South Korea. Long before global tours and chart records, he was a teenager immersed in music production, writing lyrics and composing beats in a small studio environment. Music wasn't just passion. It was survival, expression, and identity. Coming from a modest background, he worked part-time jobs to support his craft, often balancing financial struggle with relentless creative drive. His early journey was far from easy. Before debut, he faced resistance from family, financial hardship, and even a serious shoulder injury from an accident while working a delivery job. Yet none of it shifted his focus. In 2010, he joined Big Hit Entertainment as a trainee, not just as a performer, but as a producer determined to shape his own sound. The training years were intense. Unlike many idols, SUGA's foundation was rooted in underground hip-hop, which gave him a distinct artistic perspective. He honed his rap delivery, production skills, and songwriting, preparing for a debut that would eventually redefine global music dynamics. In 2013, he debuted as a lead rapper and producer of BTS. What began as a relatively unknown group quickly evolved into a worldwide phenomenon. SUGA's sharp lyricism and introspective writing became core elements of BTS's identity, tackling themes like mental health, societal pressure, ambition, and self-worth. As BTS expanded globally, breaking records, topping charts, and selling out stadiums, SUGA remained a central creative force behind the scenes. He contributed extensively to songwriting and production, shaping the group's evolving sound across multiple albums. His ability to blend raw emotion with technical precision set him apart not only as an idol, but as a musician in the purest sense. Beyond group success, he explored a more personal narrative through his alter ego August D. His solo mixtapes, including August D and D2, revealed a darker, more unfiltered side of his artistry. Tracks like Daechwita combine traditional Korean elements with modern hip-hop, showcasing both cultural depth and experimental vision. In 2023, he released his official solo album D-Day, completing a trilogy that reflected his personal and artistic evolution. The project received global acclaim, further proving his ability to stand independently while maintaining authenticity. Offstage, SUGA's personality contrasts sharply with typical celebrity expectations. Known for his reserved and introspective nature, he values privacy, creative control, and meaningful work over constant visibility. His lifestyle reflects discipline, long studio hours, and a focus on production rather than performance alone. Financially, his success extends far beyond idol activities. With earnings from global tours, album production credits, songwriting royalties, and brand collaborations, his net worth reflects a career built on both artistry and strategy. As part of BTS, one of the highest-earning music groups in the world, his financial standing continues to grow steadily. What sets SUGA apart is authenticity. In an industry often driven by image, he prioritizes truth. His lyrics openly address depression, anxiety, and personal struggle, creating a connection with listeners that goes beyond entertainment. He doesn't just perform music, he communicates through it. As of 2026, SUGA stands not only as a global K-pop star, but as a producer, songwriter, and artist whose influence reaches far beyond genre boundaries. His journey from a small studio in Daegu to international stages reflects resilience, honesty, and an unwavering commitment to music. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She wasn't born into global superstardom, yet there was always something unmistakable about her. A stage presence so sharp, a charisma so effortless that audiences instinctively locked in. Lisa didn't simply debut as another idol in a fiercely competitive industry. She built a reputation through precision, discipline, and an electrifying performance style that reshaped expectations for female dancers in K-pop. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Lisa was born Lalisa Manobal on March 27, 1997, in Buram, Thailand. Long before world tours and luxury campaigns, she was a young girl fascinated by movement, rhythm, and performance. She trained in dance from an early age, joining local crews and competing in Thailand's growing street dance scene. Performance wasn't just an interest, it was her direction. As a teenager, she auditioned for YG Entertainment in Bangkok, becoming the only trainee selected from Thailand that year. Soon after, she moved to South Korea, stepping into a new language, culture, and highly demanding training system. The transition required resilience. Years of intense practice refined her technique, stamina, rap delivery, and multilingual communication skills. In 2016, she officially debuted as the main dancer and lead rapper of Blackpink alongside Jisoo, Jennie, and Rose. From the group's earliest performances, Lisa stood out for her razor-sharp choreography and commanding stage control. Their debut releases quickly gained global traction, and Blackpink rose to become one of the most influential girl groups in modern pop. Lisa's dance breaks became viral moments. Her fluidity, precision, and explosive energy elevated group performances into unforgettable spectacles. As Blackpink headlined international festivals and sold out stadiums worldwide, she emerged as one of the most recognized dancers in global pop culture. In 2021, she launched her solo debut with the single album Lalisa. The title track shattered view records on YouTube within hours, while Money gained massive international streaming success and chart longevity. The project highlighted her bold rap tone, dynamic choreography, and confident persona. Rather than relying solely on group identity, Lisa demonstrated a distinct solo brand rooted in power and individuality. Her artistic growth continued through dance performance videos and solo stages that emphasized control and versatility. She balanced hip-hop intensity with sleek, stylized visuals, reinforcing her status as a performance-driven artist. Offstage, Lisa's image blends youthful charm with luxury influence. She has become a global ambassador for Celine and Bulgari, frequently appearing at fashion weeks in Paris and major brand events worldwide. Her fashion sense ranges from streetwear edge to high couture elegance, reflecting adaptability similar to her stage presence. Despite international fame, she maintains a playful and approachable personality in interviews and behind-the-scenes content. She shares moments with fans, fellow members, and creative collaborators, keeping her image energetic yet grounded. Financially, Lisa's influence extends far beyond music. Earnings from global tours, record-breaking solo releases, endorsements, and brand partnerships have positioned her among the highest-earning female idols of her generation. Blackpink's record-setting tours and streaming numbers further reinforce her global commercial power. What sets Lisa apart is performance authority. On stage, she commands space with absolute confidence. Her movements are precise, intentional, and magnetic. In an industry built on competition, she consistently raises the standard for dance execution and stage dominance. As of 2026, Lisa stands not only as a K-pop star, but as a global performance icon, representing Thailand on the world stage while shaping international pop culture. Her journey from a dance crew in Buram to sold-out arenas across continents reflects relentless discipline, fearless ambition, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.